Scotland is a land of rugged coastlines, ancient mountains, and deep tradition. But beyond the castles and misty glens, you'll find something else. 4 native horse breeds, each shaped by this land, and each with a story to tell.
I'm Alyssa from Discover the Horse, and I'm on a quest to ride every breed.
Let's go discover the horses of Scotland. We'll begin with the smallest of Scotland's native breeds, the Shetland Pony. Small, strong, intelligent, and completely adorable, the Shetland Pony is one of the most well-known pony breeds in the world. They originated in the Shetland Islands in Scotland. For thousands of years, small ponies have been a part of life on the islands. The difficult weather and harsh winters meant that only the toughest and most well-adapted ponies survived. Their strength is legendary, and for their size, they are one of the strongest breeds. For centuries, they were used to carry peat and seaweed as transportation, and fishermen even used hair from their tails for fishing lines. In 1847, a law that banned children from entering the coal pits changed the future of the Shetland Pony breed. Their strength and small size made it possible for the ponies to pull carts in the low underground tunnels. They became prized for their work in the mines. The Shetland Pony Studbook Society was formed in 1890, and their first stud book was published in 1891.
They're just adorable. They've just, I don't know, they've got a brain and they use it. They're very smart. Yes, you are. They're very smart. And I love them.
Yeah.
That's just a character I love.
The height limit is 42 inches. Ponies 34 inches and under are considered miniature Shetlands. They can be any color, but cannot be spotted.
I've never been this surrounded by ponies before. This is like a little girl's dream come true right here. Maybe a big girl's too, because we never grow out of this.
No.
When I did my quest ride for the British Appaloosa at the Royal Windsor Horse Show, I got to watch a unique race called the Shetland Pony Grand National. Little did I know that a few years later, my quest horse for the breed would be one that has raced 3 times. Today, Shetland ponies can be found all around the world, showcasing their talents and cuteness for equestrians of all ages. They are especially popular as children's ponies. And of course, many of them can still be found on the Shetland Islands, a living picture of history, happily grazing out by the sea. Now that we've met cuteness on 4 hooves, let's go and meet Scotland's rarest breed. The Eriskay Pony is a hardy and intelligent pony breed. They're a living piece of history that traces back to the original native ponies from the Western Isles in Scotland. The island of Eriskay was quite remote and difficult to access, which meant that as other breeds were introduced to different parts of Scotland, these small and rugged ponies were kept isolated and stayed very true to their original type.
No other breeds were introduced to the Eriskay pony, just because it was so difficult to do so. And that has left a very almost primitive pony, really.
Through the mid-19th century, the ponies had important working roles on the island.
Well, really important jobs that needed doing was to carry the peats back from where they got cut and dried and bring them back to be stacked up beside the houses and the crofts for the winter time. And the terrain would have been too rough and undulating to use carts, so nothing with wheels was possible. The other really important thing was to bring seaweed up from the beach, because seaweed is really good fertiliser for the soil. With every storm, piles of it arrive on the beach and it needed carrying up. So again, the ponies with their baskets were just ideal for bringing lots up.
But by the 1970s, there were only around 20 ponies left. Luckily, a group of people stepped in to help save the ponies. Today, there are 2 breed organizations that work to preserve the breed. The Eriskay Pony is still very rare and listed as critically endangered. Average height is between 12 and 13.2. They grow a dense waterproof coat in the winter, which allows them to thrive in difficult weather conditions. The most common color is gray, but they can also be black or bay. They are very strong ponies and are ridden by both children and small adults. My quest horse for the breed is a mare called Enya. She is still in training, and it was an honor to be the third person that has ever ridden her.
They're really, really clever. These days, the type of jobs that they like are things like driving, endurance, trek. They just take possession of your mind, and then your heart, then your soul. You end up just living and thinking Eriskay ponies.
This is a breed that I have read about in breed books, I've known about since I was a little kid, but to actually be here in Scotland for the first time and to be able to ride on an Eriskay pony is so much fun. Yes, it is.
Next, we travel into the Highlands to meet a true working legend, the Highland Pony. This strong breed was Scotland's original all-purpose horse.
They're called the versatile breed, and they are really versatile. They'll do anything for you. They learn quickly, and if you train them properly, you're going to end up with a really fabulous, fun pony that will turn its hoof to ridden classes, dressage, driving. They can jump.
Over the centuries, Highland ponies have adapted to thrive in the difficult conditions of the Scottish Highlands.
Our family used to rent them out to different estates, and they also used to rent them out to the army for army training. And all that came to an end, after World War II, and mechanisation was starting on the farms in Croft, and my grandfather was looking for another use for the ponies, and he had a hotel in Newtonmore, so he combined the ponies with a hotel and started doing riding holidays in 1952.
Wow.
And really that's what kind of saved the Highland Pony bloodlines, because in the 50s, the 60s and the early 70s, people really couldn't afford to have horses for recreation. So between the pony trekking and the historic use for carrying deer, because they weren't used in farming anymore after that sort of 30-year period meant that the breed kept substantial numbers and the bloodlines were preserved until you got private owners like you do today.
They are sturdy and strong, usually standing between 13 and 14'2". They have a long, thick mane and tail, and they grow a double-layered coat in the winter. They come in a wide range of colors, including many shades of dun. My quest horse for the breed is Jock, a 7-year-old gelding. He was steady, responsive, and confident, exactly what you would want in a trekking partner. And now it's time to meet Scotland's largest horse breed and one of the most recognizable draft horse breeds in the world. The Clydesdale breed dates back to the middle of the 18th century. Historically, they were used for heavy farm and industrial work. Today, they are still used for driving, but are also becoming quite popular as riding horses.
One of the things I really love about these big draft breeds is just their calm, gentle personalities. They are so big, but they're also so quiet and fun to be around. Gentle giants. So talk about dinner plate size hooves here. I mean, their hooves are literally larger than my hand.
Their average height is between 17 and 18 hands. For reference, 18 hands is 6 feet tall at the withers. They are most commonly bay and brown with white markings, but can also be black, roan, and chestnut.
This is Jack.
Oh, hi Jack.
Now he's just turned a year. He's just a year old and a month.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. He's huge.
He is. He's actually quite big for his size.
Wow.
Right?
Let's meet my quest horse.
Look at you. How tall is he?
He's just on 18.
Wow. That is one beautiful horse right there.
He's a broad boy, isn't he?
Oh my gosh. This is Sunny. He is a 12-year-old Clydesdale stallion.
The Clydesdale Horse Society was founded in 1877, but by this time the breed was known to have been in existence for 150 years. At its peak, Scotland had around 140,000 farm horses. Between 1884 and 1945, over 20,000 Clydesdales were exported to other countries around the world, including the United States, which is where the now iconic Budweiser Clydesdales call home. As with many breeds, during the 1960s and early 70s, breed numbers dwindled. Today, along with the Eriskay Pony and the Highland Pony, the Clydesdale is on the watch list of the Rare Breeds Survival Trust, with only around 250 foals recorded in the stud book each year.
There's something so amazing about being on these big draft horses. Tell me how you really feel.
From a child's first ride on a Shetland pony to memories of days on the farm with a mighty draft horse, the legacy of these unique breeds is far-reaching, and their stories continue to inspire.
Thank you to everyone that has been watching the videos, supporting the channel, also all of the quest horses and their owners. It's so much fun to be able to meet all of these breeds, and I hope you guys are enjoying the journey.